Hello, friends. It's been a while since I've got to see you, so I thought I would record me reading some stories and post them on YouTube with some questions so we can practice our questioning skills at home. Woo! We have a guest reader today. This is Molly. She is my brother's dog, and she will be sitting with us reading because it seems like she just wants to be in the video. So, say hi, Molly. Awesome. Okay. So the first book we will be reading is going to be called Kids versus Virus. Virus Prevention Guide for Children, which I think would be perfect considering what is going on right now in the world. So, look at the cover. Go ahead and make a prediction in your head. Use your thinking brains. What do you think this story is going to be about? Kids versus virus. Kids versus Virus. The author is J.R. Wily. This right here is a picture of some different viruses. If you looked under a microscope, this is what you would see, friends. What is a virus? What is a virus? Virus is a disease, is an infection. Virus disease is an infectious disease caused by a new virus that had not been previously identified in humans. So maybe it was identified in elephants, or in cats, or in birds, but it has not yet been seen in humans. What is a symptom? A symptom is a fever, which means that our head gets hot and our temperature gets hot and we don't feel too good. Coughing. Shortness of breath means it's very, very hard to breathe. We don't have a lot of breath and we're gasping for air. A sore throat, meaning sometimes it hurts to swallow. I know we've all had sore throats before. A headache. I know that one's very common. We get headaches a lot. Maybe someone's too loud or we haven't drinking a lot of water. There's different symptoms and causes for headaches. Who is at higher risk for viruses? Risk means that there is a bigger chance that this friend is going to get it compared to yourself. Anyone over the age of 60. This means grandmas and grandpas and other old people that you might be around. They are at a higher risk to get a virus. Someone who has a chronic disease. Chronic diseases include diabetes or a heart disease or asthma, something that affects our lungs. I know some of our friends have now, so they are at a higher risk than the rest of us and need to be extra careful. So if you see them, make sure you're telling them they need to be careful. They need to be washing their hands. What do you do if you are sick? What do you need to do if you are sick? Stay home, except to get medical care. Always stay home, friends. It's important because if you don't stay home, you have a higher chance of spreading the virus around. Separate yourself from other people in your home. If you are sick, stay in your bedroom. Have someone come check on you, but don't walk around because then you're spreading the germs all over the place. How to protect yourself. Wash your hands. Hand washing is the #1 way to protect ourselves. Remember some of the tips and tricks that we've learned to wash our hands. Count to 20. Keep your hands out of the water. Say the ABCs. There's a bunch of different tips and tricks we can use to wash our hands. Avoid travel to outbreak areas. Again, if you are staying home anyways, this shouldn't be a problem. But make sure you are staying out of highly populated areas. Populated means there's a lot of people there. So make sure you are not where there are a lot of people, as that is how the infections are spreading. Avoid touching your eyes, your face, and your mouth. Friends, we already know it's not okay to pick our nose, but especially not right now. We do not need to be picking our nose or putting our hands in our mouth or picking pencils up off the floor and putting them in our mouths. All of these are ways that we spread germs, and we could get this virus, and we don't want that to happen. Stay away from people. I know this one is said a bunch of times, but this one is very important, because if you are sick, you don't want other people getting sick. Use protective equipment. This means if you are sick, you should be wearing a mask if you do have to see other people, so when you cough, your germs don't get spread into the air. Always remember, we can use our cough pockets. Always use your cough pockets. Another picture of a virus. And that is the end of our story for today. So I want you to think, using your 5 W's. Remember, we have who, what, where, when, and why. And also we have how. Ask yourself some questions about this story. What did you learn from this story? How can you use this story in your house? What are some tips and tricks we can use to stay safe from the virus? Why is it important to stay away from people? When we're thinking about these questions, it's also very important to use our 5-finger retell. Remember, characters, settings, beginning, middle, and end. Whenever we're in a story, in order to remember what we read, we need to remember our 5-finger retell. And remember, if we don't remember, did we read it all? No. So that's going to be our first story for today. If you have any questions, or if you just want to comment on the video, please leave something in the bottom and I'll answer it for you. Thank you, friends. It was nice reading with you, and I will read again with you tomorrow. Stay safe.